Now on the news at noon, coronavirus cases continue to rise across the DMV. And even though we are now months into this pandemic, local nurses say they still don't have enough vital protective equipment. More and more local school districts are now pushing for a virtual start to the school year, but Maryland State School Leader says that she wants kids to be in class. How she says the state is ready for that to happen. And the Washington Nationals are back to defend their World Series title. But could storms moving in tonight sideline the action? The news at noon starts right now.
All right, good afternoon, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Michael Quander. I am a D.C. native and so excited to be here with you all today. Look, we have a lot to get to, but first, let's start with some breaking news. D.C. police are about to hold a news conference about 2 missing persons cases. They say their disappearances are suspicious. Keith Johnson was last seen last Monday on July the 13th. Police found the 43-year-old's car with blood inside. It was last seen on the 3700 block of D Street in Southeast. Now, Olga Ilro was last seen on Thursday, July the 16th. The 34-year-old was on the 300 block of Massachusetts Avenue in Northwest. Again, we are waiting for an update from D.C. police on these cases. We'll take you there live as soon as it starts. Now let's check in with Mary Marshall. It is another yellow weather alert day. Look, Mary, it's been like a pattern here. It's been hot and it's been rainy and stormy, man. Is it going to be like that continuing on today?
Yeah, we're just essentially pressing the repeat button on the forecast.
All right, thank you, Mary. Look, that news that we told you about is getting ready to start right now from D.C. police. Let's listen in.
In both of these missing persons cases, they are unrelated.
All right, so you were hearing there from D.C. Police Chief Peter Newsham. He was telling us right there about 2 suspicious missing persons cases. You can see them right there on your screen. This is Keith Johnson on the left-hand side. He went missing on July the 13th, disappeared in Southeast D.C. They located his car with blood inside. And then the other person you see right there is Olga Ilro. She was last seen in Northwest D.C. Her son was 7 years old, was found wandering the hallway and said that he did not see his mother. If you know anything about either one of these cases, give D.C. police a call at 202-727-9099. And you can finish watching that press conference over on WUSA9.com. Now, moving on here, it is the day that Nats fans have been waiting for months for, opening day. The Nationals were supposed to start their season back in March, but the coronavirus pushed everything back. Now they are ready to defend their World Title Series. We sent our Matt Gregory down to Nats Park, and he has more ahead of tonight's game. All right, Matt Gregory there, always doing a good job there. So you might be wondering, when was the last time a baseball season was this short? Well, it's been a minute, but it was actually a good one for the Nats. We'll explain coming up later on in the show. And let's get to a story a lot of you parents out there want to know a lot about, and I'm talking about school reopening plans in the DMV. Maryland's largest teachers union and the state schools superintendent don't see eye to eye over how to best educate our children this fall. The union is calling for public schools statewide to open virtually, but the superintendent Karen Salmon says she wants to return to in-person learning as soon as possible, provided it's safe. Now, Salmon did announce that she's going to have more money to help with distant learning as well.
To address the digital divide, $100 million is dedicated to equipping students with up-to-date devices and connectivity.
Now, Maryland school systems have until August the 14th to submit their plans to the state. Now, 2 of Virginia's largest school districts are planning to keep kids at home in the fall. Both Loudoun and Fairfax County Public Schools shifted from their original plans, which gave parents the choice. The superintendents of both school districts say the rising COVID-19 cases play a major role in their decisions. Still no word about D.C.'s plans. The mayor says that announcement could be made sometime later on this week. And after 55 straight days of protests in Portland, the president is deploying federal troops to stop the violence. And he wants to do the same in other cities, but mayors across the country are pushing back. And the heat wave continues as we keep an eye out for a 3rd night of severe storms. Miri will be back to let us know all about it. All right, welcome back. Now turning to a developing story out of Portland. The city saw more violent clashes between protesters and federal officers overnight. This comes as President Trump is boosting the number of federal officers in other cities he says has high crime rates. Now, Natalie Brand has more details from the White House. All right, Mary, thank you. It's opening day for the Nationals, but an even shorter baseball season. We take a look at how the last time this happened, it turned out into the Nats' favor. We'll be back. Gotta love Matt Gregory there. Look, there won't be fans at tonight's game home opener, but there will be a familiar face there. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the country's top infectious disease expert, will throw out the first pitch. Yesterday, the man nicknamed Mr. National, Ryan Zimmerman, got to talk to him about his big night.
Are you more nervous to throw out the first pitch?
No, we already knew Ryan Zimmerman was planning to sit this one out because of the shortened season, but he told Fauci that he is planning to return to the field in 2021. We'll be right back. All right, Mary Hayes says, how about a quick look at that 7-day forecast?
Yeah, we're up to 93 today. It's going to feel like 100.
But that does it here for us in the news at noon. We'll be back at 5 o'clock. Make sure that you all have a great and amazing day.